Hi, welcome to Vocabulary for Conversation. As I mentioned before in my introduction video, we're going to learn vocabulary, but also how to use them using content words and function words. For every one of you who hasn't watched my video on the first one, I suggest you watch it so that you can understand how this works, okay? Now, I want to begins with part 1, which is nouns. We're going to learn about nouns first, and then we're going to learn new vocabulary, okay? Nouns are words that we use to name all the things we know about. Have, see, hear, taste, smell, or feel. These include words for people, such as man, teacher, and friend. Also, it includes words for places such as city, kitchen, and street, as well as words for things such as ball, tree, and computer, and etc. And also, it includes words for things we know exist but cannot touch, such as idea, air, pollution, and strength. Many nouns can be counted, and it is called countable nouns. For example, we can say 1 table, and then we can say 2 tables, if there is more than 1, 3 tables, etc. So, nouns that can be counted, they have plural forms. We add s or s's to the end. And also, there are nouns that have irregular plural. Instead of ending in s, they have a completely different form. For example, we call them irregular plural, okay? For example, woman become women, man become men, child become children, etc. Okay? Now, other nouns cannot be counted. When I say counted, it means you cannot count it by the hand, okay? Like 1, 2, 3, okay? That's the meaning of cannot be counted. For example, nouns like air, wind, pollution. You cannot count that, okay? They have no plural form and are used with singular verbs. Okay, like for example, the air is fresh. We use is. Is a singular verbs, okay? And then for example, the wind is blowing. Is singular verbs. There are nouns that cannot be counted like air, wind, and pollution, but there are non-count nouns or uncountable nouns that can also be counted. Okay, so there are 2 types of uncountable noun. Uncountable noun that cannot be counted, but there are some that can be counted. So, for example, the uncountable nouns that can be counted, for example, flower, water. Okay, we cannot count like 1 flower, 2 water. No, you cannot do that. We need a measurement. Okay, for example, like for flour, we can add a bag of flour. For water, we can add a glass of water. So if you want to make them plural, you can say 2 bags of flour, 2 glasses of water. So the plural is not the flour and the water, but the bag and the glass. Okay? Now, there are some count noun that I call mother. Why? Because they have children. For example, like furniture. Furniture is uncountable nouns. Okay? We call this furniture the mother. And the children is chair, tables, or bed. Okay? So we cannot count furniture like one furniture, two furniture, cannot, okay? But we can count chair, tables, and beds. One chair, two chairs, something like that. So the furniture is the mother of chair, table, and beds. The furniture itself is an uncountable noun, but chair, tables, and bed is countable noun. The second example is male, okay? Male is uncountable noun. You cannot say one male, two males. No, cannot say that. But the children can be counted like letters and cards. Letter and cards is a part of male. Like chair, tables, and bed are parts of furniture. Okay, so letters and cards you can count. That's uncountable noun. Okay, and then one common things that singular, plural, and non-count nouns have in common is that they can all, in certain situation, be preceded by article the. The before a noun indicates that both the speaker and the hearer know exactly which one of the noun is being referred to. For example, the books are in the car. See, there's a the before the books and the before the car. The books are in the car informs that the books that we just bought are in the car that we have. So when someone says the books are in the car, which means the hearer knows what books and what car. So that is one common thing, okay? So whatever the noun is, singular, plural, non-count noun, you can use the for a certain situation. So that's all about nouns. When you know the pattern for using nouns, you can add new ones to your vocabulary every day and know you are using them correctly. So have fun with nouns. Okay, let's begin with nouns. Now we're going to learn about people and places. Okay, the noun people and places is nouns. Okay, so we're going to learn about people and places. Word for people, member of the family. Okay, now you can review the words in the following list, like aunt, husband, brother, etc. You can write it down. Don't forget, I already write it down below the video, so you can just copy paste it. And then also, to identify a member of the family of someone's husband or wife, you can add in-law after the relationship word. For example, a man's mother-in-law is his wife's mother. See here, the example is brother-in-law, mother-in-law, etc. Okay. Okay. Just don't forget to copy on a separate sheet of paper the list of words presented in each video. So you have to write it down, every vocabulary that's in the video. Okay, you have to write down aunt, husband, brother, etc., and then brother-in-law, etc. If you already know some of the word, you write a check by each one. For example, if you already know the word aunt, husband, you can check it, which means you already know that word. For the words that you don't know, look up in your dictionary for words. For example, if you don't know what is the meaning of son-in-law, you look at your dictionary and then write the word in your language on your paper. For example, grandmother is nenek in Indonesia. So you have to write down nenek, yeah, something like that. Okay, understand? Now here is the exercise for these words. You can write it down or you can copy paste. Yeah, I already wrote it down in below this video. You can write it down and then you can fill the blanks. Okay, just fill them out as you can. And if you already done that and you want to know the answer, you can look up the answer at the end of the video. And then if you want to know the answer, you can also look at the below of this video. Okay, now let's move on to the categories for people. You can review the words in the following list: acquaintance, girl, neighbor, etc. Okay, now Exercise 1 and 2. Match each word from the list on the left with its description on the right. Okay, for example, baby. What is a baby? You can look at it, A, B, C until I. Okay, and then we come to names of workers. Review the words in the following list. Don't forget to copy it, and if you already know the word, write a check and then look up the dictionary for the words you don't know. Okay, accountant, driver, pharmacist, etc. Okay. Now look at exercise 1 until 3. Circle the words that best completes each sentence. For example, 1, when I'm sick, I see a blank. Okay, you just have to look at it, okay, in the dictionary if you don't know the word. Now, you can use this to make a conversation. Okay, now let's move on to the parts of the body. You can review the words in the following list: ankle, heel, arms, etc. And then fill the exercise 1 until 4. Okay, now words for places. We're talking about outside places now. Review the words in the following list: airport, gas station, railroad, etc. And then exercise 1 until 5. Circle the words that does not belong in each group. For example, airport, train station, road, and bus stop. Which one of these words is not belong? Okay, you just circle it. Okay, you can copy paste it from below the video. Okay, now exercise 1 until 6. Now this is sentences that you must write down yourself from the vocabulary that you just learned. What places do you go every day? You can write it down, 8 of them. And then exercise 1 until 7. What places do you go once or twice a week? And then exercise 1:8. What places do you go to occasionally or sometimes? Exercise 1:9. Where do you never go? Where is the places that you never go? You write it down, 4 of them. Okay, now let's see inside places. After outside places, we learn about vocabulary inside places. Places that inside. Review the words in the following lists. There's attic, front door, back door, etc. You can write it down. Okay, now we do exercise 1 until 1:10. Write the name of place or places where each of the following things is usually found. Where can you find bathtub? Where can you find bed? From the inside places vocabularies. Okay, that's it for now for nouns, people and places. I hope you learn new vocabularies, new words, and then you also know how to use them in conversation. so that you can be able to speak more properly and you have more vocabulary to use. Remember, this vocabulary is a vocabulary that people use every day in their lives. So it's gonna be a vocabulary that useful for you in everyday life. Okay, don't forget to keep practicing. If you already answer the questions, you can repeat them again so that you memorize all the new words that you just have learned. Okay, now this is the answer key for this video. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.